Hey guys, this video is going to be a video that is extremely hard for me to do. It's really hard for me to talk about, but I know that sometimes talking about it is the best way to deal with it. So I'm hoping that me getting it off my chest and putting it out there is going to help me heal. So this topic is extremely controversial and I'm aware of that, but this video is going to be my circumcision regret story. So my son's going to be 6 years old on the 25th of this month, and I found out I was pregnant with him and I immediately fell in love. I loved him from the moment I saw 2 lines on that positive pregnancy test. Fast forward to 20 weeks and we find out he's a boy, and I will admit I was a little upset at first because I wanted a girl so bad. I just thought he was a girl. And eventually the idea of having a son grew on me and I just fell more and more in love with him. And then I had a really good friend who was extremely natural minded. She did everything natural. She home birthed, she cloth diapered, she breastfed. Her boys are intact, and well, her boy is intact. She only has one son. And so I talked to her throughout my entire pregnancy with him, and she was giving me tips and advice on breastfeeding, cloth diapers. She's actually the one who got me to cloth diaper and who helped me with breastfeeding. And then one day I was talking to her and she asked me, have you researched circumcision? And I told her, no, I haven't really done much research. And she told me that I should, and she also told me that it's an unnecessary procedure and I should really think about not getting it done. So after I talked to her, I did go and do some research, and I read and read and read, and I came to the conclusion that I was against it. I was not full-heartedly against it, I guess you could say. I just felt like it was something I didn't want done. But at the time I did not realize how bad it actually was. I didn't know. And all of our family, which I don't understand now why his penis is any of their business, and now I realize that they were like, it has to be done. They said it has to be done, and I was younger. I was not very well informed. I guess the research that I said I did, it wasn't like the research I should have done, I guess. I wasn't looking in the right places. And so the day comes and my son's born and he's perfect and healthy and beautiful. And then they come in and, well, backtrack a little bit. I had asked my OB about it, and she said that a lot of families are choosing to have it done, and that it's just a decision that we have to make. She said that she doesn't use any kind of anesthetic because she said that it's over so quick that it just prolongs it if she doesn't want to like poke them again, I guess, which it makes no sense, but that's what she said. So flash forward to him being born, and they come in and ask if we're going to have him circumcised, and I looked over at my husband and he said yes. And so they said, well, your OB's not here and this OB is going to do it, and he uses this method. Honestly, I don't even remember what they did. So I gave my son to him, and I was upset the whole time. I regretted it, and it hurts me to talk about it. And so he was gone for, I don't even know, I don't remember, it was so long ago. And they brought him back to me, and gave him to me, and she was like, of course, the lines they use. Oh, he was so good, he like slept through it or whatever. They gave him back to me, and I told my husband, this isn't the same baby I gave them. His eyes were glossy and blank. There was no expression to them whatsoever. And he was just laying there with his eyes open. Just like, obviously now I know that he was probably in shock. And I cried. And cried. I regretted it instantly, and I could not even change his diaper. I had to have my husband change his diaper. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bear to see it. And after that point, he would not breastfeed. He wouldn't latch. He wanted nothing to do with it. He was withdrawn. He was just a completely different baby. If I look at hospital pictures of him, I can tell the ones that were taken before and the ones that were taken after. And I feel the guilt that I feel and live with every single day is something that I don't think I will ever get over. Like, my heart just rips apart when I think about the fact that I allowed that to happen to him. I've never regretted anything more. I've never wanted to go back in time and change anything until this. I would give anything to go back in time and make a different decision. We were lucky in the sense that there were no complications. He healed fine, as they say. Obviously, I know now that we will never know if there were any complications until he's older and sexually active. And at that point, like, the only thing that I can do, and I'm going to do, is I'm going to write him a letter, and I'm going to apologize to him. And I'm going to tell him I'm sorry. I'm just sorry that I took the choice away from you. I'm sorry that I didn't protect you. I'm sorry that I let this happen to you. And then when the time is right, I'm going to maybe talk to him about foreskin restoration and how he can maybe look into that if that's something he would want to do. But I'm making this video in hopes that it reaches anybody who is on the fence on circumcision and wants to do some research or hear a regret mom's story. Like, when you see all the intactivists on a post, like, just like spewing off all this information, please listen to them. I wish so badly that those people were on my post somewhere or somehow heard I was having a boy. I wish my friend would have pushed harder to be like, you really shouldn't do it, instead of just being so passive about it. I wish somebody was there to make me feel like a bad mom for doing it, because maybe, just maybe, I would have made a different decision. I wish someone would have told me I was a baby cutter, or like, how could I like mutilate my son? Like, I just wish someone was there to do that. It would have saved me so much heartache. After my son, I went on to have 2 more kids, and they were both girls. And I tell myself all the time, the next boy that we have, he will not be circumcised. It will be over my cold and dead body that anyone comes near him with a knife. So my hopes with this video is that you can see what it feels like to regret a decision that you can never take back. You can never undo it. And leave that choice up to your son. Leave him the way that he was born and allow him to make the choice for himself when he's older. Don't live in regret like me. Please, it's not something you want to live with. The pain every single day sometimes is too much. So that's my regret story, and that's me wishing I had people to message me and to talk to me and to blow up my inbox like I see them doing now. So please don't take what they say lightly. Really, really read it. Really listen to it and really research. And please, my son's sacrifice can't be in vain. I try to save all the boys I can. As crazy as that sounds, I need to know that I'm saving other boys from the pain I allowed to happen to him. So if you have any questions or want some more information, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will answer all the questions I can, and I will put some links to some information on how to care for an intact penis, and I will put that in the description box below, so be sure to check it out.